Good morning, students. As we were continuing with chapter number 11, that is our apparel. So, we have read up to understanding the children's basic clothing needs. Under that, we have read about comfort, we have read about safety, self-help, appearance, allowance for growth, easy care, fabrics, these things. So, today we are going to start with the topic in this chapter only. The next topic is clothing requirements at different childhood stages. So there are different childhood stages. In the stages, the childhood is divided into several stages. Okay, according to their clothing requirement. So now we are going to read about this. So we have seen the general clothing needs of the children in the last section. Each stage of childhood has specific characteristics that need to be kept in mind while selecting their clothes. So now the first stage is the infancy, from birth to 6 months. So during early months, the most important factors are warmth, comfort and hygiene. So these are the three very important factors which are to be taken care of. At this age, infants are basically feeding, sleeping and eliminating. Hence, the clothes must be comfortable. One can stitch or select clothes which open down the front or have large openings to avoid slipping the dress over their heads. Also, drawstrings, especially around the neck, should be avoided as these can get entangled. So these are the basic things which need to be followed in order to selecting the clothes for the infants. Now, physically at this stage, the baby's skin is very delicate and sensitive and thus would demand very soft, light in weight and simple to put on clothes. Okay. Now, the fabrics with sizing are not suitable for the babies as it might scratch the skin. So since they have a very delicate and very soft skin, so the cloths also they should also be very soft and comfortable to wear. Otherwise they'll have some problem, any kind of problem may occur to their skin. So infants grow very fast at this stage, so it is advisable not to buy too many clothes in smaller sizes. So too much of clothes to buy for a baby this infant stage is not necessary, because the baby is increasing in size day by day. Okay, so today whatever clothes you are going to buy, it is not going to fit tomorrow. So this is how the things should be, the clothes to be selected. And it is quite common for families to to make cotton diapers at home. If old cotton sheets are used for the purposes, they need to be well sterilized and disinfected. Many families have replaced homemade diapers with gauze and bird's eye diapers that are available in the market. Pre-shaped diapers are also available, but one should be certain about the fit for the baby. So these are the different shapes or pre-shaped diapers with the pictures in this picture, as you can see. And now undershirts are worn in most climates depending on the weather and geographical location. The material for the undershirt should be selected suitably. Cotton undershirt is suitable for warm climate, and soft wool cotton blend shirts are suitable to cold climate. Usually shirts and diapers form the basic garments for the infant. Cotton shirts is in various styles that slip on easily are preferred. So in rural areas, it has been observed that infants wear clothes which are simple and homemade from used materials. So in different rural areas, as you can see, but excuse me. So in childhood, what in many families of the rural in rural area, different families, what they do, the cotton materials, cotton clothes which are kept in the home, the used one, so they cut those clothes and they used to make this. Now also it is In some families this thing takes place in that they the wear clothes, they cut those clothes and they make diapers with that. So this is the selection of the clothes for the infant. Now the stage is the creeping age, that is from 6 months to 1 year. This is the stage when the child begins to show signs of independence. It is very interesting to see babies pull themselves up to the future to stand, trying to reach out to objects, to sit or stand on their own. So the child, when the child is trying to stand or walk on not stand, trying to stand, and just crawling on the floor, this is the time we call as this creeping age. So you will notice that all these activities would need clothes for protection and comfort. So for the creeping, at the time of the creeping, the proper cloth is to be suggested or to be given to the child because of those activities. Okay. For clothes to fit loosely, both knitted and bias cut garments are most suited as they stretch along, allowing for some growth. As this is the stage to develop good posture, care must be taken in selection of right clothes. Too much bulkiness of the cloth can hamper motor movement. Lightweight garments are preferred over tightly knitted or woven ones. These would be easier during play and will also be comparatively warmer to amenish air, especially in winters. So these are the different reasons because of which the proper garments, the cloth, are to be given to those to those child of this creeping age. As child spend most of their time playing, their clothes may require frequent changes as these would get soiled. It is thus important to look at the features of the convenient openings in the garment to slip off and put on easily. Most suitable garments for this stage are rompers and sunsuits made from knitted or woven materials. So this is a very important line, that most important garments of this age is the rompers and sunsuits, okay, made from knitted or woven material. After the creepers, now comes the toddlers. So toddlerhood, this is the stage called as toddlerhood. So this is from 1 year to 2 years. So if you observe a few children in this age group, and you will notice that they are very active, or they are trying to be very active, or they are doing a lot of activities. They need freedom to play indoors as well as outdoors. They want to do most of their things themselves. Now as they start walking, they want to reach out for anything they see. At this stage, shoes or footwear becomes a very essential part of the clothing. So the correct fit in shoes and socks for a small child is essential for foot comfort and health. The principal clothing concerns in the toddler age is the selection of the shoes. When walking begins, flexible sole shoes with rough soles of 1/8 inches thickness are worn. So these may be without heel or a slight heel, and should be full and puffy in the toe area. So these are the basic characteristics which should be applied in their clothes. Shoes should be selected and fitted carefully because the soft bones of a child's foot may be injured by wrong fitting or badly shaped shoes. One must be sure to consider the length, width, height of toe space and fit of the heel. So these are the things, as you can see that the main clothing of the toddlers is their shoes. So they need to the parents need to take care of their child's shoes of this stage. The shoes that fit well help to build good body skills in balance, climbing and running. As children outgrow their shoes quickly, shoes need replacement frequently to avoid foot related health dangers. So their foot, according to their foot, the shoes they become, the size is increased, okay, according to their age. So the shoes also need to be changed according to their size of their foot. For toddlers, overalls are the most suitable dresses. These need to be large at the crotch to allow for diapers. By the time children are 2 years old, they want to dress on their own, or they like their likings of their clothes. Then it is important to select garments with self-help features that have been listed earlier. So basically at this time they want their own choices of clothing. So whatever they want, they'll try to get that thing only. So this is about the toddlerhood, and in our next video, or we can start this thing in our Zoom class also. So next thing we will start with the preschool age. So that is from 2 to 6 years. So how is their clothing to be how the selection of their clothing is done, then we are going to know in the next stage, that is preschool age. So till then, go through this and mark the important lines from the chapter you have got in your book or from the PDF. So those are the important lines, because that can come in your this MCQ question or as fill in the blanks. Okay, so okay, thank you.